Once again, I don't know why you need to hear this, but here goes. This is a story about anal. Yes, anal. I understand what that word does. You know, it's about putting the wrong things in the right places and the right places and the wrong things. It's a lot. But hear me out. This is going to be weird, but it's going to be over really soon. Okay? Usually when people say that, it's not over really soon, and it's usually very painful. Okay, let me stop. Now, this story is one of someone I used to date this girl, gorgeous girl. She was a 10. Okay, I'll say that. You know, we're not talking about internal, we're talking about external. Okay, before we get to internal, she was a 10. Curves was crazy. Okay, the hips to ass ratio, all of that. It was boom, bop, bop. The smile of a goddess. The hair, the edges, they were all there. It was full. It was stacked. She was the complete package. Do you understand what I'm saying? Complete package, as in nothing was missing. Now, of course, and she was the kind of bad. She was exactly what niggas aspire to when you first start dating. You're trying to score, like, because you're young and you're still impressionable and you're still trying to impress. So like everything you do is to impress as a guy. So it's like everything you're doing, even your girl, even the person that you're trying to have sex with has to be the person that everybody else wants to have sex with, which is like, when you think about it now, it's like, what? That was so stupid. Anyways. You're basically like, you know, shaping everything around that. And she was a baddie. She was so bad, like I would literally walk down the street with her, and like the lady that worked at my laundromat would literally tell me like, yo, that's you. And y'all know what that means. If you hear that's you, it hits different. Like there's different levels to it. There's like, yo, that's you. Like, you know, it's like it's passable. Like you could have done better. And then there's like, yo, that's you, which is like, yo, you are an honorable man of valor. You slain the dragons of Valhalla. You have achieved something. You know, it's something that like it comes with the commendation of the fact that it seems you have worked for a very impetuous and very well desired ass. Of course, ladies, can you please just listen? I understand she's a person. I understand that this sounds very objectifying, but unfortunately, that's how human attraction in biology works. We are attracted to each other based on physics. Can we just fucking stop for a second? Anyways, she would always say like, yo, that's you. Like, yo, bro, don't you ever lose that, bro. That ass is crazy. I think she was gay. I'm leaning towards she was definitely lesbian. I'm not sure. I just think that she was very, trying not to be problematic here. She was just very aroused by my girl's ass. So, so it was a very interesting dynamic there. And she was like, don't you ever do nothing wrong to ever lose that ass. I was like, all right, bro, like, yo, chill. Now, fast forward. I'm not going to bring up the other complications that happened on the internal, but everything was going fine and dandy and cute. Now, I'm the kind of person that when I am seeing someone, I like to take my time, because I feel like we all work in smokes and mirrors. It takes time, but eventually people will take their mask off and you see the real. And when you see the real, you know, sometimes it hits you with like, oh shit, I'm too late. How did I not see that this person was evil? But hold up, hear me out. Sometimes not always evil is a matter of perspective. Anyways, I ask her about her past dating life and what she's, you know, she tells me about the types she's into. And of course, they're like these aggressive and these just very, very alpha males, you know, and that's cute. That's really good. Props to the alpha males. Me, I like to consider myself more of a beta by choice kind of male, which means I don't like stress. Anyways, to put it quite simply, she says, you know, like, you know, the guys always just came up and just like grabbed and just went at her and just like, you know, let her know what they wanted. And I was like, that's really, really cute. Oh my God, that's crazy, because that's really not how this went. Like, you know, I was a bit more of the calmer, let's get coffee kind of guy. And that's great. Everybody to each his own. I've always said, listen, the less people try to fight to be in other people's like narratives, the easier life would go for you. Okay, like all this have ambition to be in another person's narrative, be another life. No, if that's not you, that's not you, bro. Don't force that shit. Anyways, I one day we're taking a walk after a seemingly nice night out, and she tells me, "Have you ever done anal?" And I say, what? What do you mean by that? Like, I mean, I've seen the videos online. I just skipped really fast because I just saw gaping assholes in the thumbnails. And I don't know about you guys, but when you see a gaping asshole in the thumbnail, the first thing you do is you scroll. Okay? You just scroll. You move past. So for me, it was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, have you ever done anal? I was like, no. She's like, is this something that, and you usually kind of know where it's kind of heading, but you're not sure. And because I've had that experience once before with that question. I mean, and she says, no, like, have you ever, like, because she had like one of those type of voices. And I was like, I don't know what you mean. I don't know. I've never tried to. I mean, I can go into the main spot, right? The main entrance. So why am I going in through the back door? Like, is everything all right? Are you trying to stop me from the front door? Is that what's happening right now? She's like, no, I'm just asking. And she was one of those types. And when I say one of those types, I mean one of those women that when they suggest something, the suggestion comes before the execution, and the execution kind of comes as an assertive, like, I want this now. So fast forward some days later, we're just taking a walk, regular, hanging out. And then on our way back to my place, she goes, I want to do anal tonight. The fuck? Like a little Harley Quinn, like just this is a weird little witchcraft tick. Like she's just like, I feel like I want to do anal tonight. I want it tonight. Not with a smile, not with like a rim this shit. And I was like, first of all, I've never done it. And I'm still terrified of all the gaping assholes that I have seen from thumbnails alone on porn sites. Talk less of actually gaping, looking down at one, gaping back. Or getting into that. So I'm like, okay, wait, can we just circle back a little? You slow down? Maybe do this some other time. I don't know. You just take it easy. She's like, no, you keep doing this. Like I bring it up and then you push it forward. I bring it up. Oh yeah, might add, kept pushing it forward because I kept not having lube or not having Vaseline or the tools for anal. So I was like, I continued stretching it out for the most part. You have to understand, she had a lot of ass, right? And that's what I wanted. Don't get me wrong. I Totundas, love my women thick, chunky, love it. And that's what I wanted. And there's nothing wrong with that. The only problem now is, on top of that, I have to now deal with the idea of now putting it somewhere. Anyways, you get the idea. Long story short, she starts going on about, I'm always making excuses. We never get things she wants. And I'm like, please understand that I would love to do that. I just think it takes time. Can I just grow into it? She's like, no, we're going to Walgreens right now and we're going to get the lube and you're going to do it. You're going to do the anal to me tonight. Tonight. Okay. So we go into Walgreens. The store clerk is looking at me. I'm looking at him. He's like, you seem hesitant to be in here. What's going on? And I'm like, we're just here for some water. And she goes straight for the stuff. And I'm like, oh, we just get water. Just spice this thing up a little bit. Just make it less about. Anyways, long story short, we eventually do get back to my place. And we eventually reached the prelude to that. And of course, this was, again, guys, I've been avoiding this shit for like months. I have used every lie and every curvature of truth in the book, but this was it. It was too late. I was done. She got me against the ropes and it was there, just gaping. And she said, okay, all right. And I'm like, so what do I just, she was like, stop acting like you're clueless. And I was like, okay, all right, I'm not clueless. I'm just saying it's a bit of a brave act. So I just go like, and just like, yeah, just go start. And fortunately for me, well, I'll save you guys the horror. Fortunately for me, entry wasn't very smooth. So for the most part, she decided to forfeit because entry wasn't a smooth process, and my enthusiasm wasn't either. So for the most part, this didn't seem like a pleasurable activity for either of us. And of course, for me, it was just kind of like, and sex was just kind of like done for the night, mostly because I had failed the big anal. And it was just interesting for me because I had really questioned what my philosophy was with that and why I didn't, I wasn't brave to handle that. But for the most part, it was just more the fact that it just wasn't a smooth entry. I felt like you only went that far when you felt like the main entrance wasn't tight enough. It wasn't doing it for you. So you went to the looser. That's just what I thought, but this was a fascinating challenge of my male ego, because that was the first time anybody ever told me this is what I want to do and this is what I'm going to do. And I commend her for it. I suppose she's somewhere now making someone do that, and she's getting all the, wow, that doesn't sound great in a sentence. But yeah, thank you for watching. There'll be more story times. Tell me what you think about anal. Personally, so I don't feel alone in this. And also, tell me what you want to hear, because there's a ton of these weird experiences in my life. Thank you for watching The Real Nigga Ike Slimster, and please don't hesitate to subscribe. You can just find me on YouTube, Spotify, whatever the fuck you're into. Thank you for watching.